For sure.
You know, but I'm like, I get it. I was like, that's just what we know you by.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because I'm gonna touch on what because you do a little drag.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Mm-mm.
You never have, or have you? Oh my god.
I do have my I have a girl drag name, but I really would like. I don't know if I do a drag queen or drag king.
Drag queen.
I don't think you know what drag is at this point.
I don't know if I'll be a queen or a queen.
Well, yeah, I was like, I don't know if I'd be a queen or a king, basically, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But Shiana
I've seen
Bender
you with long hair.
Yes.
That was.
Yeah, that was a
like
time.
you seeing me on a drag with me seeing you with long hair.
I know, right?
Oh my god. Kate in heels?
Well, I used to be able to run in heels, baby, from frat to frat. I was in sorority.
Frat.
My kind of girl.
Not frat hopping.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
We're going to definitely talk about the frat.
Sorry,
hopping.
Hi, good afternoon. It's me. Oh, yeah, you better keep it going, bitch. Work. Yeah, I'm gonna sex you up. What else do you want me to say?
Shh, please no more. Please no more, please.
Oh,
Oh, God bless America. Okay. Good. Hi, my name's Vanity, and I'm a pig with short toes.
Hi, it's Keisha. Hello. Hi, hear me? Good. What do you want me to say? I don't know. Mic check. Mic 1. Mic check 1 2.
Hello, my name is Kate Clark, and welcome to the podcast.
Oh, wow. Sultry.
Sexy
I'm gonna get me a girlfriend for this podcast.
Oh, yeah. That was what I was kidding.
Loose lips bringing people together.
Is that what we're supposed to do? I'm trying to stay single.
Okay, we'll keep you.
Both
single.
are loose.
You just looking for a good time. Kate's looking for someone to take home.
Built to last with that dangerous allure and a single glance. It's a sweet romance. Loose lips and lipstick. Loose lips and lipstick. Loose lips and lipstick. Loose lips.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of
Loose lips
and Lipstick with me, the gatekeeper of the lesbians, Kennedy Ann Scott.
and me, a leprechaun, Vanity.
You are magical. You are so magical.
Thank you.
How are your toadstools these days?
My what? My stool's fine.
Okay. Softened.
Softened. Thanks, Dokalax.
We love it. Well, guess what, sister?
What, sister?
We have another set of amazing guests today in the
Yes.
studio.
Yes, and I can't wait to pick their brains.
I can't wait to pick their brains. I know them a little better than you.
Yes.
You've seen them from stage looking
Yes.
down upon them.
Oh, I probably saw 2 of them because I drink a lot.
You
so.
do. You do. But I know them from the lesbian world I partake in.
Mhm.
And specifically seeing them out and about with Hot Mess and at the bar scene and all of that. And they are close friends of mine. We're going to welcome to the pod 2 of my good little gay little Judies, Keisha Monique and Kate Clark. Yay! Welcome, loves.
Hi.
Hi.
Thanks for having us.
You're so welcome. Thanks for being here today. So we kind of wanted to have some lesbians on. One, because we want to bridge the gaps. We want people to be educated. But we also, I think we have such a unique situation in our city where we have such a community where gay men and lesbians actually come together and utilize the same spaces. And we kind of want to explore that, get your take on life, how you all navigate the South, being queer, being women, being lesbians in the South. Yes, I know. 1, 2, 3. And being black and lesbian in the South. So we just wanted to have a good little conversation and kind of just see where this journey takes us. Are y'all ready?
We're ready.
Let's build that bridge.
Yes. Well, first we want our people to kind of get to know you a little bit. So if you would like to go first, Miss Keisha, if you would tell us a little bit about you, maybe like a little bit of like, did you grow up in Nashville? Are you from Nashville? Or did you move here, a transplant? A little bit about yourself.
Okay. So I am actually not from Nashville. I'm from West Virginia. But I've been here since 2011. I'm an old bitch, so.
Yeah. We
so
came the same year. We've been
yeah.
here a long time.
Yeah. And then we met like maybe like what, a year or so after that?
I think so. Yeah, with Hot Mess.
With Hot Mess. So no, I have lived here for a minute. I am a teacher, full-time teacher. I have an 8-year-old daughter. Light of my life.
I love her.
I'm divorced.
Okay.
Okay.
That's huge. We can
So
get
she's
into that.
looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're here to have a good time.
I'm out. I'm outside.
Yeah. You're outside. I love that.
Here for a good time.
I love
Not for
that.
a long one, though.
Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
Mm-mm. Well, okay. We got to know you just a little bit. Now, Kate, same question. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Of course. I'm not from Nashville. I moved here in 2017. I'm from Illinois originally, but I moved around a lot after college. I was in engineering actually when I first moved here, working for Nissan. I actually kind of moved here half for a girl also, T. But now I'm working at Lipstick Lounge and Chapstick and Beyond the Edge as a bartender. Made a big shift, but love it because the community I've built around that, and just I have better managers than I did whenever I was working corporate America. I definitely got fired from jobs just because the manager didn't like me.
Yeah.
So, but I love living here. I go hiking with like Leah, one of the other bartenders. We've been spelunking, big outdoors. So yes, we actually watched The Descent before we went spelunking. Don't recommend that because it's a very scary movie about women going in an unmarked cave and then creatures following them.
I love that. Okay. Creatures.
Yes.
Sounds like me.
Pretty
Play
sure.
every Friday night. I go into the dark cave and creatures come out. Gosh.
Thought there's like even a cameo there. So
I probably did make a cameo.
We're already bridging. I love that. So you both identify as lesbian,
Yes.
but is there, so kind of break that down for us just a little bit, like is, like in the gay world, we have bears, we have otters, we have queens, we have twinks, twunks, all of that. Lesbians, do they have sort of a system of identification?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a whole bunch. We have studs, which is, generally reserved for Black women.
Yes.
With stems, mask, femme. What else? Help me, Kate. What else we got?
I'm trying to think. You hit the major ones like
Those are
femme,
the
and
ones
there's,
I
like,
know.
Yeah.
Well, we also have all heard the term like that as pillow princess or stone top.
Okay.
Yeah.
But those are more geared towards like the, I guess,
Physical.
Yeah, the physical part of it.
Okay.
But we don't have any fun animal names. I was talking outside one time and I was trying to figure out like what we could call each other and actually like be
We should be rabbits.
like cougars or something. That's like not.
They both
Rabbits.
fly real fast.
One's saying cougar, one's saying rabbits. I mean, this is taking a turn over here.
I love it. That's our goal for the next one, is to come up with animal names for these lovely ladies.
Yes.
We should.
So where would you identify?
I would say mask. I actually, when I first came out, was wearing dresses, heels, makeup, all that good stuff. I think every mask lesbian or stud has had their femme phase. But when they were younger, they clearly had a quote unquote tomboy phase where like the closet was see through. Okay. I was wearing snapbacks, Jordans, and I have a picture from when I was a kid. I don't know how, I didn't know. Yeah. But then when you go into like getting older and you want to kind of fit in, you kind of put yourself in a box. Like that's what I did because I grew up in the early 2000s. But I would say mask lesbian for me is how I identify.
I more so identify as like a STEM.
Okay.
I don't put myself in the stud category because I still lean into a lot of my feminine traits.
Yes.
And that's something that I've had to like get used to over the years because like she said, like, I had a tomboy like my whole life. Had moments where I would, wear dresses and stuff, but mostly in high school. Honestly, after prom, I haven't worn a dress since then.
Okay.
And that was eons ago.
Because it's just not your comfort level.
It's not my comfort level.
It's not you.
It's not me.
Yeah.
And, I've never felt comfortable in that type of clothing.
Mm-hmm.
But as I've gotten older, like more form-fitting things, like I don't mind, wearing tighter jeans or short shorts, showing like more of my body as opposed to, my college days, like, baggy shirts, baggy pants, you look like a 12-year-old boy. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's all
like
that to say I'm a STEM.
Okay.
Well, and I also want to touch on like that was a good bring up there because mask, like there's you can still lean into your femininity, because I still like will wear mascara every once in a while, or like I still wear the short shorts, because I joke about the mask lesbian to gay man fashion. It's very close. Like when I see gay men out with the shorts I like, I'm like, where did you get those? Because I don't like long shorts because it makes me look shorter. So I
love a hoochie daddy short.
Yes,
love a hoochie daddy short.
I wear them all summer. I love them. So it's like I like to show off. So like saying mask sometimes doesn't always mean like, hey, you're always in boy clothes, which technically I guess you are in it, but clothes shouldn't have a gender anyway. No. But I still lean into the feminine side. Like mask princess is a term that I've recently heard that I like. So
that's new for me.
Mask princess.
That's what I'm gonna start calling you, my little mask princess.
Thank you. I love that. I want to be a mask princess.
Oh, trust me, you are, sweetie. You are, Bookie. You're so welcome.
Oh my gosh. So continuing our conversation, now that we kind of gotten to know kind of a little bit about you all, where you're stemming from and all that, what is it like being a lesbian in the South? Because both of you, you came from West Virginia, you came from Illinois, probably closer to Chicago or in the South part? Or?
Actually, very center of Illinois. It's like equidistant from St. Louis to Chicago. So it's like right in the middle.
Like Champaign?
Yes, near Champaign, actually.
Look at me.
Yes.
Oh, geography.
I was homeschooled. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So what do you? What has your experience been like? What's it like to be a lesbian in the South?
I would say I didn't notice it until I cut my hair, I guess, because getting haircuts in general for my mask lesbians, when I first was getting haircuts, I didn't feel comfortable going to a barbershop, but now I've found places where I feel more comfortable, but I present more like, they call it a 100-footer. I'm giving you more terms now. Okay. You can tell I'm gay from 100 feet away, or might confuse me for a twink. I don't know. But it's now that I present more, I'm more nervous in certain environments, but I've found that a lot of men will start locker room talking with me more, I guess, where it's like I have to kind of make it not so funny anymore. Like, hey, I don't want to talk like that about women. But that's mainly what I've noticed. I haven't really felt unsafe until I go to Broadway and I don't take my big scary gay man with me, because people have tried to fight me there before for no reason when I went out with a bunch of feminine women. Oh, wow. And I've had gay men grab my butt at Canvas thinking I'm someone else when I turn around, and I jump scared a couple gay men before. But specifically with the South, I just am generally on my toes a little more, but I haven't had a super awful experience because I stay in East Nashville, like the neighborhood. Yeah. So I stay in my safe spaces.
Yes.
Yeah, and I honestly, I'm like, I'm in the same plane or the same area as you, like, because I intentionally don't put myself in places where, something could pop off, because just, knowing me, if, somebody says something, I'm most likely gonna say something back.
You?
Yes. But I've worked on that, now that I have a child, I can't really, I can walk away a lot easier now. But yeah, just the times that I have, been down on Broadway, it's like, I feel like most people can tell. I think I have the 100-footer, although I didn't look gay enough at Pride that one time a couple weeks ago. Kennedy said I didn't look gay enough. I had a little rainbow necklace on.
She had this it looked like a fingernail. She said, I got my necklace on. I said, I had to get my bifocals out.
It's super small. I think it belongs to my daughter.
They share jewelry.
But no, if I'm, so I would always go out, with my ex. So clearly, you could tell that, we were together. And that was never a problem because we were in places where it was safe, unless we would go downtown. And sometimes a lot of our friends, our mutual friends are gay men. So we'd be with them, but they're more on more of your, they look like jocks,
or like your passings, what we call it.
Passings, So if you saw them, you would think it's just another, straight dude, right, downtown. Right. So we were generally safe in those situations. I actually haven't really experienced any discrimination in terms of my sexuality, or even my race. Being a gay black woman, I honestly haven't really had, those, compounding experience to have all woman, gay, black, to have all three of those affect me in a way that I know it has other people. So I'm pretty fortunate, like, you know, and lucky that hasn't happened. You know, I know that a lot of people can't say the same. But I think it's really just intentionally not putting myself in a place where that shit could happen. So.
Well, I mean, because you both live in East Nashville.
No, I live in Donaldson now.
You're in Donaldson now. Okay.
But I did.
Yeah. So, but I also think we are kind of lucky living in Nashville because there is still kind of like a bubble. It is. I mean, it's getting. I feel like it feels a little bit more purple than it used to whenever we first moved here, but it's still more blue, and so I think we are kind of protected in that, except for the exception of Broadway, where a lot of out-of-towners come and think they know what Nashville is. And like every time they come into the bar and they're wearing cowboy hats and cowboy boots, I automatically know they're not from here because we don't dress in that nature. And they're like, how'd you know? I'm like, girl, please, boots and a hat, baby, we know you're not from here. But I love that. I also love that you haven't had bad experiences being lesbian or even being Black and lesbian. Because, like, I think that's, like, the number one thing that I think a lot of people wonder sometimes is, like, oh, my gosh, they live in the South. I think they forget that queer people live in the South because of everything going on.
I think they forget how diverse really the South really majorly is. Like, yes, it's got a bad rap, and yes, some of the things that are rumored are true, but thankfully, like you said, we live in Nashville. It's the same way with any major city in any state. There's going to be more diversity.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had, I guess, not a quote-unquote bad experience, but an uncomfortable one, because when I was mentioning getting my hair cut, and I'd go to men and they give me kind of a flat top. I looked like I was a military cop. But I went out, it was further north, I believe. I think it was actually Hermitage, and it was during COVID. I really needed a haircut. I was the last one in the shop, and they're like, we don't wear masks. And I was like, oh no. And as I never got my neck straight razor until I was there, and he was straight razoring my neck, and this guy was from Utah, ex-Mormon. Now he was like sharing these weird stories, and he said, well, as he was straight razoring, oh yeah, I go to sex parties and straight razor labias. And I said, wait, what? I was like, have you cleaned this? So it was just a little uncomfy experience because the last two in the shop. But it was just one of those weird ones, and I never went back. Obviously, and I found places I can go. It was finding those safe spaces is like the main goal, because you'll have weird experiences. Like, I don't want to go there again. Yes. But it just, since I've figured out my places I go, nothing really bad.
So you two feel overall you don't have to have your guard up as much where we live, or do you still have a guard up just to be on the safe side? Because I know you both alluded to the fact that you like pay attention to the places that you go, but do you feel like you can still go to pretty much a lot of places in Nashville?
I still have my guard up.
Yeah.
Even so, I want to speak a little on the diversity within our community. Yeah. Because like even looking at like this room right now, like I'm the only Black person here. Yes. And in like the lesbian community, there's not like my groups of friends, like even like gay men, lesbians, they're all white people. I don't have a problem with that. I love white people. My daughter is half white. So clearly I ain't got no problem. You know? So but no, it's like I have there's been a lot more events popping up that are catered more for queer Black people that I've been going to, and like I've noticed that like, you know, my like little group of friends, you know, that like I like would hang out with like a couple of years ago, like I don't hang out with them anymore. Like I don't even honestly get really invited to a lot of things. Yes. And I think it's mainly because like a lot of them are like in relationships now, so it's like I'm kind of on the outs. Yeah. But it, you know, it's not lost on me that like I still don't have like a group of like friends that is like my people. Yes. You know what I mean? Like I float around, especially now that I'm single and like I'm divorced, so I'm not with like the same people that I used to hang out with. Like I see them sporadically. So like it's been difficult for me being in spaces, being the only Black person, because you know there are microaggressions within our community. Like it still happens. I still feel like I have to explain some things. It's like things are like about my hair, and it's like, you know, actually I was with a group of my coworkers at another, I do a part-time job someplace else, not gonna say where. But you know, like majority of them are straight, you know, they're younger, you know, a lot of them are like Christian, you know, not that you can't be like gay and Christian,
Exactly.
but you know, there's like a difference in how like they were brought up and how they see the world, you know. So it's like at one point now I'm like talking about my sexuality, and like, you know, they're asking like, you know, how did I get my daughter? And you know, I don't mind having these conversations. I love to educate people on how my child, you know, was brought here into our world. You know, but it's still like I just feel like it's been really difficult to find my people, you know, and it's like it's getting better, but that's my experience.
Yeah. No, thank you for sharing that, because I think and that's another reason why we wanted to do this, is because we want people to talk about their experiences, because if you don't ask, and if you don't understand, or if you don't know, then no one learns anything. Where if you actually ask the questions, get to know people, it bridges more, you know, gaps that we have to make society and our community stronger and better.
But it also helps maybe make other people not feel so alone in the world.
True.
You know, because I'm sure there's thousands of people that feel exactly like you do right now, and so hearing somebody else even just vocalize it can change their outlook and the perspective. So.
Yeah.
I know, like, when I moved here, actually, I met a Black queer woman where I was working corporate, and they introduced me to, like, Play Her, where they go to Black or
Those are
queer
the events I was
spaces.
talking about.
Yeah,
Okay.
Play Her.
Yeah, you can totally tell
and
me.
yes, I love it, because they took me there, but then they were like, hey, Kate, bring your friends along. I'm like, no, I'm not going to sit here and colonize your event. They wanted more people to support it, but it was mainly for them, and I went with friends, so I felt like welcome. They didn't, better music, better drinks. I mean, it was awesome. I mean, I love going to Play Her, but I purposely don't go without those friends, because I don't want to invade a space that's not made for me, or not like necessarily geared towards me.
Yeah.
You know?
And in the same vein, like I wouldn't like necessarily bring like a non-person of color with me to that event. You know what I mean? Just because I don't want them to feel like, you know, they're invading the space, even though like my intentions would be to try to get all of us, you know, together, together. But at the same time, it's like, this is what's needed and this is what needs to happen right now.
Yes.
Until like that event or like becomes more of like a like a QDP kind of thing,
Right,
you know,
right.
something, you know, like a tea dance kind of
Yes.
situation, to where it can be held at bigger venues at like the Basement East and places like that, where the whole community could potentially.
Yeah. But I think it's special to have those special events for certain groups of people, because everyone deserves to be seen and everyone deserves to have something for them. And I love that.
And I'm gonna tell you this, as a white person, you don't want a bunch of white people up in it. You don't, because we're gonna change the music. We're gonna take over. It's not gonna be good, and then it's gonna lose its magic.
It will.
And I can say that.
I
And
know.
just
No,
did.
I ain't saying shit.
Because you know it's true.
Oh my gosh. Well, that kind of leads me into my next question about, so what do you notice about Nashville's queer scene that other cities do or don't have? What do you notice about our queer scene? Because one thing is like I said this earlier, is something that I've found that is unique to Nashville is that lesbian and gay men for sure utilize the same spaces. I've been to the Cubby Hole. They didn't like it. Like, I've been to...
What the hell's the Cubby Hole?
It's a lesbian bar in New York City.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
About the size of this room.
Yeah, it is a cubby hole.
It is a Cubby Hole.
Not a euphemism.
No.
Okay.
But I've like been to other bars where, you know, and then also the, you know, gay and lesbian bars are across town from each other. They never cross paths. And I find that unique to our situation, because maybe it's because we started out very small, but your take on it, or what do you notice about our community that maybe we have or don't have?
Well, I know that, like, for example, Lipstick Lounge, I know we were wondering, like, how it's been so successful, and, like, because at the end of the day, it's a people bar, and we want everyone to feel welcome there. And also, when lesbians weren't going out, when they couple up and they don't go out, the gay men were there supporting the business. So at the end of the day, you're not taking up space, you're actually coming and supporting when we're not busy, for example. So And I noticed when I first moved here, when I was not out, I was actually really good friends with gay men, and I felt they were a safe space for me. And the lesbian scene, I guess, in the South here, I've noticed, because traveling, you're on vacation, easier to meet people, I guess, but here it's a big city but small town feel. So you still have your cliques, you still have to, like, who knows who's dated everybody, so it's like you kind of got to know, and then when you find your group, you kind of stick with it or you evolve out of it. So I found actually making lesbian friends a little challenging at first because I was trying to navigate that small town feel.
That makes sense.
That's actually a good perspective to have.
Yeah.
It's really hard to, like, even just, like, make friends.
Yeah.
Because eventually, like, 2 people in your friend group are going to start dating. And then...
Then you're in the middle of it.
Then you're in the middle of it. Then they don't go out anymore. Or they only go out with each other. And so now it's like, shit, what do I do?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that is, though? Like, I mean, we joke about, like, lesbians coupling up and then they just go into solitude, or, right? Solitary confinement, right? With each other. I feel like gay men, when we couple up, we do the exact opposite. We're always out with each other. So what is that about? Why do y'all feel that is?
I honestly don't know, because I actually personally, I stay outside like Keisha. I like going outside. I like going to venues. I like going to concerts. I want to take my partner with me and then also bring along, like, my friends, because my friends need to like you too. Like, I want to include you in things. But I think it's also, like, when I'm with somebody, I also like staying home watching a movie more. Like, it's like I don't, because I already work at a bar, so it's nice to have those moments where I'm like, oh, I don't need to go out and drinking and dancing. I'm trying to do other things, but I honestly don't have a straight answer for you, because that's not how I want to operate.
Yeah.
And that's not how a partnership, I think, because I don't want to fall off the earth for my friends.
I agree.
Yeah.
True. But I think that's also healthy.
Yeah. No, I did traditional U-Haul. Like,
Yeah. I've done it too, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
mean,
Do you want to explain to the kids what is a traditional U-Haul for those who don't know?
I mean, it's just you meet someone, like a lesbian. Like, I meet someone, you talk
Yeah.
for 2 weeks, and you're in love, and, like, literally within, like, a month or 2, you're talking about moving in together. You're moving across the country for somebody. I moved from West Virginia here.
Oh, Lord.
So yeah, it's like you just get so wrapped up in this person that, like, you are just willing to move across the country or move across town just to be with them, and, like, you just want to be with that person. And I mean, a lot of people can, relate to that. Like, you just want to be with them.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know, like, why you can't be with them and do other stuff. I don't know why that seems to, like, it can't coexist, but yeah, I don't know.
And, like, whenever you get in a relationship, like Keisha was mentioning, like, moving in, or you're spending time at each other's places so frequently, like, every day kind of thing, and that's not healthy. I've been known to do that too, but it's creating that boundary, but you're just so excited about making a connection as a lesbian, and, like, it's kind of, dating's hard, obviously, so you're, like, connect also on, like, a level of, like, I think it's more, you're physical, but then also intellectual. So for women, like, if you stimulate my brain, you're funny, we have a good time together, that's more important. Obviously you need the physical attraction there, but that's, I think, also kind of a contributing factor where, like, hey, this is a person I want to spend all my time with because I enjoy it genuinely. Not saying gay men don't, but it's like you don't really need to go outside and meet more people because you have your crew of friends and you have this person, so maybe that's why, but you know.
I'd agree with that, though.
But I don't, and I see, like, well, I see both of you out all the time, and we have relationships outside of the bar life and all that. But do you feel a connection to your gay male friends, or do you see kind of like differences a lot of the time? Because I feel like there are some lesbians who embrace gay men for who they are and develop friendships with them, and then I also see lesbians, like, I've had, like, I mean, several things have happened to me being a drag queen in the lesbian bar where women have come up to me and said, why are you even here? Like, this is our space. Why are you here?
I'm so glad that you're bringing this up, not to cut you off, because this has been, like, the topic for some reason at play with me and some of the bartenders lately about, like, there seems to be this weird, I don't want to say animosity because I think that's too heavy of a word, but this weird, like, pivot in the community where, like, lesbians don't like gay men in their spaces, but then gay men just don't like lesbians. Do y'all feel like that's going on? Because I don't see it, but I was also raised by drag kings, and so.
I will say, like, at Lipstick, like, not sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, at Lipstick specifically, I have a unique experience there just because I get to see behind the bar. And, like, for example, out-of-town lesbians come in, and they're used to their culture where it's like, because we are a tourist town, right?
Yes.
So I would hope that most lesbians that live in Nashville kind of already know the culture, or people transplants, they learn it very quickly because join Hot Mess, all these things. But I think I've gotten some older lesbians that come in, and they're bad for the brand. They have short hair, bad for the brand. But they will come in and say, why is that man here? I'm like, he's a regular here, actually. He's wonderful. Don't mess with him. We've had to kick out lesbians before because they've tried to start fights over it and be very hateful. But I try to explain, hey, when you all aren't here, we have these people that are actually investing in the bar. And they also come and they bring the crowd. And, like, it's not. So I think that's, like, my take on it is I don't think that's a right thing to do because I go into gay men's spaces too and don't feel bad about it, but I also, like, there's not many women there, so I don't hang out there long, you know, but I think I embrace my gay guy group because, for example, I've hung TVs for them. Like, I help them out. Like, and
without lesbians, gay men wouldn't get nothing done.
See, I've jump started a car before. Like, I installed a mailbox for one. So it's like I help out them. And then, like, I think the funny thing is, though, I have my different groups. So I have the lesbians that are going to be, when I go through a breakup, they're going to want to hear the whole story. Yeah. I can embellish. I can tell them all the tea. I can say all my feelings about it. When I tell my gay group of friends, they're like, well, she sucks. Okay, let's drink. Let's hang out.
That checks out.
Like, it sounds like she sucks. So it's like, I appreciate that because sometimes you just need to shut the hell up about it and move on. And those are the friends I go to when I need to do that. But then when I want to talk about it, I'll go to the lesbians because they're like, they can relate to me at a different level than what gay men can relate to me.
I was going to say, I think gay men are just feral. So,
That's true. I mean, they even do that with us.
Yeah,
like if you start talking, they're like, okay, that's cute, girl, but are we over it now? I'm like, oh, okay. Sure. Yeah. That's it. Get ready, ladies.
No, I think, like, I agree with everything. But then, like, to kind of flip the perspective, so I've had experiences with gay men who are out of town and they don't know the dynamic in Lipstick, and they think that, like, they own like, this is, you know, and I actually got into, like, a back and forth with, do you remember that?
I remember this, yes, because he just came in and was not, okay, he went out in a fight with the other gay man there, though.
Yeah, it was.
With Delta that was there. It was really weird. Weird energy.
Delta fighting in a bar.
What?
Shocking.
Breaking news.
Delta actually was, like, trying to, like, woo him, and he was trying to get this guy, because I walked away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Delta was, like, looking at me and looking at him like, you better, like, what are you, like, please stop. Don't, like, you don't know her. You don't, like,
he even got into it with me. I didn't even serve him. So,
it was so crazy.
And he was not from here, right?
They were not from here. No. They were here for, like, a wedding or bachelorette party. Bachelorette party
Glamour.
Or something.
But they weren't, like, in the normal garb of it, so you couldn't tell they were in camouflage.
No.
So,
yeah, we didn't. Yeah.
The girls were fine.
And it was a gay man that came for a bachelorette party.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about his friends taking up our spaces, please?
Well, no, they were the one. Oh no, she was marrying a guy.
She was marrying a guy.
The point is, they weren't the problem, though.
Yeah.
They were, and we were that busy that night. Hey, I want people to come in. Don't worry, like,
it was like end of the night.
Yeah, it was like end of the night kind of style. Like, I was about to, like, start calling last call.
Yeah.
It was like. So them being there, like, I don't see as a problem. Like, sometimes they are, but he was the only issue, which was kind of interesting.
One of his friends.
Yeah.
He was just tripping. So while he was just continuing on, I just went on around and started talking to his friend.
Dang.
I don't know what he's on about, but
But hey, you walked away because I've seen when Keisha Monique comes out, baby. Honey.
I gotta get out to East Nashville more often.
Yes, we have a time.
Girl, place keeps me too busy.
Yeah, you are busy all the time. No, but I think that's crazy that we hear those kind of stories because in the end we all want the same goals, right? We just want to have a good time with our friends and we want to all be respected. And I find that so crazy sometimes when certain people, especially when this is not your space, you are a guest in this space and you want to come guns a-blazing, you know, and figuratively. No. Figuratively.
You're unarmed.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's wild because, like, again, whenever there was a lesbian visiting, And she was sitting at the table, and I was hosting karaoke with the queen. And I come out, and I'm just doing my normal thing. And she says, "Why are you here?" While I'm talking on the microphone. I'm like, "Well, I have a microphone, so I guess I work here." And she goes, "Well, you shouldn't be in our spaces." And I'm like, "Well, technically, I was in this space before you, if we want to." But, you know, I was like, this place is important to me because it houses a lot of people I love in this house. And I would not be the queen I am today if I did not have my lesbians behind me, because one, lesbians are way better to entertain for, because you all are there for it. You give the props, you give the compliments, you spend the money. You actually take time out of your day to support the queens, which we don't always get from gay men.
Nope.
And so lesbians go above and beyond. And maybe it's because you only come up to my boobs and y'all can only see that part.
I'm at your belly.
You are. You are.
She said, "All I can see is corset."
Oh,
Like,
Kelly
shit,
almost
I
took me
gotta-
out with one of her boobs when she came around the corner. There.
I bet.
Baby, she was in heaven.
Like Cora.
Let me go hug Kennedy's stomach. There you go. Come here. Come here, girl.
Come here, girl.
Yeah.
With those titties in your face.
It's just so interesting. Those are just, like I said, bad for the brand. I just don't understand that, because at the end of the day, like RuPaul's Drag Race, a lot of lesbians like that. It's just weird that, I mean, why are you not supporting? That's athleticism. Like what you can turn, we were talking about before we got on the pod, how you all can beat the face, and like you look like a whole different person sometimes whenever we see you out of drag. I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know you were the
It's an
drag
art.
queen.
It's an art, and I
Yeah.
respect it. I respect anytime anybody like puts that much effort and that much work, that much money into something, and then do an amazing job. Like, and these are people that like I love and care about. Like, yeah, like why wouldn't I want you here? Like,
Right,
I want to be entertained.
Right.
You know, like I love, you know, just chilling at the bar sometimes, but sometimes like most of the time, like I want to see a show. I want to see something. I want to have fun, you know? And if these are people that like I know these people, like, you know what I mean? It's like, and I see them, I see you all perform, like,
well, we've done
doing your
performances
thing.
together.
We
because
have.
Keisha has done some drag kingery.
Oh.
Yes, all of her clothes
Amateur.
off.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like that name a
All of our
lot.
clothes
Yeah.
off. Oh my gosh.
I love it. We've done a few little duet. Oh Lord, a ghost. No, but we've done a couple of performances together and had a time.
We did.
Yes.
We did. It's like, I mean, aside from karaoke,
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite things to do. Like, I look forward to I really only do it for the Hot Mess Charity Drag Show.
Yes.
But I look forward to that. And as soon as our captain puts in the chat, all right, who's going to do the drag show? I'm like, Paige, you already know I'm going to do it.
She up.
I'm up.
I love it. I love it. So we've kind of touched on this a little bit, but like from our perspective, what do we think our community as a whole queer community is missing? Are we what are we missing?
Dance spaces.
Okay. Ooh.
It's true. I agree.
Okay.
Just because I know Play, for example, the cover 18 and up, and straight people have started invading it because there's no place to dance even for straight people.
Yeah.
I mean, Play is the only dance bar. I know that recently there's another queer event that started up, the Scissor Party.
Oh yeah.
They do it at Low Bar. There's
Yeah.
a DJ. In Low Bar you can dance there. They've
That was
DJs.
fun.
So yes,
I had me a time.
Yes.
Now,
it's pretty
is
fun.
it directed for lesbians?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
It's called
Hence
the
the
Scissor
scissors.
Party.
Well, just checking.
Yes.
That just happened recently, didn't it?
Yeah, it
But
was
also,
last
like-
Thursday.
Yeah, it's every Thursday, but I also work
Second,
lipstick on
it's every-
Thursdays, so.
Every second Thursday.
Okay.
Every second
That was a little
Thursday.
plug- little
Scissor
plug
me
there.
timbers, honey. Yeah.
Yeah, but I unfortunately have not been able to go since I do work at Lipstick Thursday nights.
yeah.
But it looks like a great time. They've advertised it, so now they have another dance space. But yeah, 100% I agree with, like, we don't have places where you can just shake it.
Yeah. No, I would love that. I mean, Play is fun, and we go there a lot of the time. But
I'm usually in the show bar, so
You
I'm
are.
I'm there to make money.
she in the
I'm just
club.
not a fan of the music at Play.
That's what I was
you
about
know?
to say too. Is
Yeah.
I've heard that a lot of queer people have complained that the music is just very straight. Is that a thing? Because like I said, I never make it to the dance floor, and if I do make it to the dance floor, it's because I'm heading to Tribe for a drink. So I'm in there for 30 seconds, if that, depending on how long my stride is.
I mean, I've tried to avoid Play usually because I'm already in East. I'm already in queer spaces. I will say also, like, I know Scissor Party, but Chapstick, we're also going to start bringing in DJs too. I think there's this one DJ who will do it for free. We actually had a lot of lesbians in there one night. I was like,
yes,
it was
that was
really
I was
fun.
there. That was fun.
Yeah, and they had like stick it on the screen. I'm like, this is what I wanted. So I know we're in the works with another party like that. So I know that we're trying to create another space like that.
I love
Wonderful.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
exciting. Yeah. I love when new and inventive things come in just to give more and more opportunity to
Agreed.
other groups of people.
There's different things to do.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna stop going to lipstick.
No.
Like that's my
That's a
home.
staple,
That's a
baby.
staple. That's a staple.
Yes.
So.
So kind of switching gears a little bit, I want to know some of this. So, what is a hill you are willing to die on regarding lesbian dating etiquette that everyone else seems to ignore?
Oh my gosh.
When I first thought of this question, I thought of the dates lasting more than 24 hours. I've been held hostage before in like a date, like where
I'm
it's.
so sorry. Wait.
No,
Not held
maybe,
hostage.
maybe not held hostage. That was a little extreme. But when you first meet someone out and then it's going so well and there's no end point to the date, and so I've tried to kind of make a plan after the date so that I'm like, oh, I have somewhere to be at this time, because they have a tendency like. Maybe you take them home and then all of a sudden you're spending the next day with them because you're both off. It just kind of keeps going. And so that, I think, I don't know if it's common, but I know I've experienced it a lot. So it's where recently I haven't been because I kind of stopped that, but I know that's like a hill I want to die on. 24-hour date's too long. 36-hour date, that's too long. Have a cutoff point.
I just want to know, at what hour did the U-Haul get called?
It'll be here in the morning, baby. I'm not going to you. You coming to me.
It's like, we wake up and I'm like, okay, I'm showering. Let me take you to your place. You're going to shower. Let's go on another date now. And it's like, wait,
No,
hang on.
yeah.
We need a breath.
That is wild.
Like, that was when I was younger. Now it's not so much, but I don't know if it's still happening, but I know when I was younger, I was like, when is this going to end?
That's how the U-Hauls get started.
Yeah.
Like,
Have
that's
you ever had a
literally-
date like that?
The longest date I've ever had is 10 hours.
10 hours?
That's still
It was a
long.
whole day.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a whole day.
I can do that.
What was... I'm over here thinking, I'm like, what was mine?
Hour and a half. Just like,
Girl, 4 minutes. That was it.
4 minutes.
That was my longest date.
Oh my god.
No, I don't really date though. You know, I just go from one relationship to the other.
Yeah.
So
Well, I mean, like in gay
I'm a
world,
whore.
like when we go to like different pride events and stuff, we'll always be like one person. We're like, oh, that's her husband for the weekend, because they will do the whole weekend together, and then come Monday when we all leave,
they've broken up.
Yeah,
oh, that's fair. Okay.
it was like their weekend husband. Like a lot of gay men do that when we go out of town and stuff.
No, ma'am.
No,
I don't even want my husband, much less a 48-hour weekend one. I'm good.
I couldn't do that.
Oh my
Lord.
gosh, what's the longest date you've been on?
Longest date?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't honestly like. I haven't really been on like maybe like 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, not like.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, so it isn't so common. I was the outlier, but I don't know if that's the case.
But
No, it's fine.
honestly,
Kate's over here.
like,
She's like, I spent 90 days with this person.
Oh my god, 9 days fiance.
So I mean, we gotta think about it. Like I was married when I
That's
first got,
true.
or I was in a
We're like,
serious relationship and then was married for like majority of the time I've been here, I've been in a relationship. So within the last like 3 years I've been single.
Okay.
Like, really like 2.5 is
Yeah.
when I've actually like put myself out there again.
Yeah, because you were ready and confident. And, yeah.
What's that fit? What you doing over there?
I'm picking off my nails.
You making a nerve.
I said, you making me nervous. What you hear?
No, I'm just picking off my nails because I'm getting a fresh set tomorrow.
Me too, girl. Me too.
I told her to butch it up when you guys got here.
I'm gonna do all my nails except for these two.
Yeah.
I do see the camo, so
You know
I
why?
see you.
Oh, I know why. My husband's a trans man. I know why.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Heard it here first.
Yes. I love that.
I love it. That's so funny. Well, now we've kind of discussed like how our scene is, where you all kind of got here, what you feel about it. But I want to kind of back up. When did you come out, and how is your relationship with your families?
Well,
Go ahead, Kate.
Yeah. I mentioned I moved here for a girl. I was actually traveling to Chattanooga before and working at a siding plant. And I started swiping on Tinder because I was afraid to read this book. And I read it. And I'm like, okay, I guess I am gay. But there was like a gay awakening when I was younger. Obviously, I'm like, oh, I think because I liked spending time with my group of girls over. Why do the boys have to come over? No.
You have sleepover
But
this weekend?
2017, I'd say, is like when I officially like slept with a woman for the first time.
Okay.
Came out.
Oh.
and fully U-hauled it because she had 2 kids and she was in Shelbyville and stuff.
Wait, so how old were you when you came out?
28.
28. Okay.
So 10 years ago now. Not to
Okay.
give away my age right now, but you know.
Hey.
I'm still over here trying to do math.
Yeah.
That's how homeschooled I am.
Bitch, 45.
Keisha and I are on summer vacation. Get back to us in a little bit. We're not teaching.
But I did come out at that time. At first, I think maybe this isn't the trend for most lesbians, but when I came out, my mom and my dad came into town because I had some emergency surgery, and I was like, this is the time I need to tell them. And when I told them at first, my mom said, well, I slept with a woman, Kate, and I just didn't want to choose that lifestyle for me. And my dad's face was pretty shook, actually, but when she said that. And
Your mom
sadly,
just came out to your dad.
Yeah.
I think so.
You ain't never tell me that.
Oh, I read her letters to Carmel. I think they were in a relationship, but that's different. But sadly, when I was coming out, it was a kind of a crazy year because she ended up passing from cancer then. So, but I got to, the great thing is when she was in the hospital and we were watching Say Yes to the Dress, and she kind of had this like moment where we were just the 2 of us, and she said, you know, Kate, just because you're going to marry a woman doesn't mean you can't wear a big dress, which I'm not going to plot twist for her, but it was very sweet because she said, I may not be there, but I'll be there. So that was like her thing. With my dad, we don't really talk too much about it, but he very much Republican, Trump supporter, but and that's a topic we don't broach, but he started asking me if I would date a man again. I'm like, Dad, I was in a sorority in college. Like, do you want to see how I tried really hard to do that? And he's like, no. And I'm like, then don't ask me that question again. So I kind of put that boundary up with him. So he didn't ask me anymore. I still love him and everything because he still raised me and everything, but it's like kind of a weird relationship.
Yeah.
Our conversations are very surface level because if we broach anything else, ends up being a little bit of a tiff. So
Like, Dad,
But do you have your...
Dad, I was going through them,
Right.
but I'm still gay.
yeah.
But do you have your own creative family that you've created for
Correct.
yourself?
And I have a twin sister who's very supportive. She actually slept with a woman before me, but I support her and her boyfriend, my bi sister. So, you know, we all do support the bis in there.
Yeah,
We
absolutely.
do. Yes. We
Yes.
support every letter.
Yes, but she's very much like the person I call. She's the only sibling I have. So if like when we were younger, we didn't necessarily get along, but as we've grown older, we were closer. So she's the one I can call and like. But I do. You're right. Have my chosen family
Yes.
here.
But does your sister still live close to like where your dad, like where you grew up, or?
A little bit. She
Okay.
actually moved to Springfield, Illinois, out
Okay.
that way. So she got out of the town we lived in, which the queer scene there, like they had bars closing and stuff. And I don't love going back home there, but
Yeah.
I'll go visit her in the middle of nowhere, Springfield. So it's
Yeah.
like, it's just a little different vibe there because actually it's not as queer, even though it's like a very northern state. Like it's still not very queer there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, because it's still kind of in that heartland,
Mm-hmm.
you know, flyover, what they refer to as the flyover states. It's in that portion, as we are. Yeah. What about you, ma'am?
Very different. Sorry. I actually told my family I was bi in 8th grade.
Okay.
So I'm 40 now. So.
Because you just had a birthday.
birthday.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks. Old as hell.
Honey, but you don't look it, so we're on the right track.
Thank you. No, I told them I was bi. They told me it was a phase.
Of course.
So then by like, I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll just pray more.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see what God does.
Kept leading to 2 women.
He sure did. Somebody did. Because by the time I was like 17, I was like, y'all, I don't think this is a phase. And that was when I was like, I had really just switched to just dating girls.
Mm-hmm.
And that was when I kissed my first girl. I was like 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
And then hooked up with my first girl, like around the same, I was 17, same age. And then like once it wasn't even like sex or anything, it was just a kiss. Like once that happened, I was like, yep, this is it.
This is it. Yeah.
This is it. This is who I am. It's definitely not a phase. But then like I never like came out to my family. Like I just started doing things that like was not really uncommon for me because like I said, I was a tomboy.
Mm-hmm.
So I just started to lean more into it as I got older and stop, wearing dresses for homecoming and stuff like that. I was just like, I'm just not gonna go. So yeah, I've been out for a long time, but never really talked about it with my family. They just knew.
Mm-hmm.
And they, they didn't really like, even with like a religious family, like, never, my mom, she passed away, when I was 23. So she's been gone for a long time. But she was, supportive of me, and she would always say, you know, Keisha, if you want to love on girls, that's fine. Go ahead. That's fine.
No,
She said,
love on
you
girls.
love
That's
on
a
girls.
fun way to say
if
it.
you want to love on girls, because, you know, I need me a man, so I don't get it. I was like, well, you're not gay, so you're not gonna get it. He's like, well, shit, I need a man. If you want to love on him, but I was like, yeah, I think this is me. But you know, she passed before I got married, before I had my daughter. But no, and like even honestly, I didn't even say anything to my family. Like they knew about my relationship. They knew why I was moving to Nashville. And then literally, so my mom had already passed. My aunt, who's really my cousin, she's like my second mom. So I was planning to propose. So I was back home in West Virginia, and I was getting ready to drive back to Nashville. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and I go upstairs to her room. She's asleep, and I put my hands over my mouth, and I go, Megan and I are getting married. She like turns around, she's like, what?
Out of a dead sleep.
It's like, I'm getting married. I'm gonna ask her to marry me. Okay, bye. I'm going back to Nashville. And she goes, Keisha, I know you're gay. I know you're gay. You, I know, and I love you, and you know it's, you know, you're always you're Keisha. She's like, we've known for a long time. Yeah. So
I think that's what we all want, right? We just want our parents to be like, you know what? I did know this. Yeah. Like, it doesn't have, I think sometimes it doesn't have to be this big, dramatic, I don't need them to pay homage to when but just the fact that recognition, you are who you are, and I've always known that, and I love you because of who you are. You know, I think that's just the one big takeaway, because I kind of have a similar relationship with my family that you have, Kate. Like, my family's very big Trumpers, and you know,
just my dad is though too. But he was the thing. I guess I left out. Like while we have surface level conversations and talk about his vitamin and workout routine or whatever, he also said to me, you know, Kate, I love you no matter what. I just want you to be happy. So he's like, as long as you're happy, and he asks if I'm happy, then that's all I care about, which he still loves me and all that, but he just votes the wrong way about it, so to show it.
Yeah, I get it. But I love hearing about other queer people's family stories, because I know that we all come from different backgrounds and we all come from different experiences, but there's always something that still bonds us when we come out to our parents and our family members that is very similar all the way around.
I think that it's not just necessarily the actual act of coming out. I think we're bonding over the thought process prior to the actual coming out. Like, we're bonding over the shared anxieties. We're bonding over the shared hope of perception. We're bonding over the trauma of worrying about what's the outcome gonna be. That's what we're really bonding over. Yeah. Because all one of our coming out stories is vastly different. Yes. But the similarities is the nervousness leading up to the coming out. So. Yeah.
Like, that's why I waited till I was 28. Like, I remember riding in the car with my mom, and I had a gay guy friend in junior high, and I was talking to her, and I said, we were talking about Christianity. I was like, well, Mom, what about my friend? He's gay. She's like, well, you can love the sinner, not the sin. And I was like, right back in the closet, because I was afraid if I came out, like, what would happen? But I also didn't fully grasp that yet. Yeah. But definitely bonding over it is... true. And I wonder, you mentioned, Keisha, that you came out as bi, and so did I at first. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know if that's a trend in lesbian land. I feel like just like to soften the blow almost, you come out as bi.
It's a trend just in gay land. I have a brother, we're 14 years apart, so he's 25. He's gay. And
does he know it?
Yeah.
Okay. It's like,
you
were like, he's
gay. He's gay.
I was like, does he know?
Yeah, but I mean, I called it when he was a kid, a little, and it's just, it's weird because, like, so both we had different dads, same mom, so we both lost our mom. He actually lost his dad when he was only 16, so he's lost like both of his parents. But I have a huge family, very supportive, so he still has people. But I always thought about, like, you know, if his parents were still alive, like, just our whole family in general, like, how easier it was for me to come out. And I feel like with his parents, like his dad in particular, it would not have been okay for him. It would not, even with my mom. And I think we all are like aware of how it's different.
Yeah.
You know, especially in the Black community, it's
Yes.
very different
Yes.
for guys than it is for girls, because they feel like with us there's still a chance, you know. But with a boy, it's like, there's he's too feminine. Like you can't be a Black man in this country and be soft or effeminate like that. You know what I mean? So and it's just not, and that's what he would have dealt with, had his father had lived to know
know him at this point.
this point. So I think about that, and I think like obviously I don't want his parents to be gone, but it's like just the way
Maybe it
things
worked out
out for him, because he's in a situation where like he still hasn't come out to our family,
Okay.
but we all know,
Yeah.
so it's the
Are you too
same-
close? Or
That's
Is that another story? Yeah.
That's another.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were.
We're gonna have her
Yeah.
back, guys. We're gonna have her back.
Yeah, right.
We had a little bit of a falling out.
Okay.
And yes, that's a
Yeah.
different podcast.
yeah. Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
family ties coming back.
Oh my god.
yeah. But I mean, I love him. So
No, but
he's
thank you for
my
sharing
baby
that,
brother.
because
Mhm.
I think it's important for people to understand that in this country, it's even harder for people like your brother to come out just as their authentic selves. Because do we think it's more of like do we think like the animosity towards that is more of a panic and more scared for that person, or is it no, they just should not act that way? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of both.
Okay.
I think it's like, they're afraid for them, but also they're afraid of what other people are going to think
Yeah.
about him,
Oh.
especially if they're in the church,
Yes.
which my family is. But
Yes.
my family's not like, like they go to church every Sunday, but shit, they come home on Sunday and they drinking, and, kikiing.
They
it
love
up,
Jesus, but they drink a
we
little.
love Jesus,
Yes.
but Jesus turned
Same,
this into
sister.
wine, so he said it was okay.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. I think because I grew up in a very small town and my parents were the same way. Like everything rode on like your name. And I think they were just scared as to what tarnish or what the gay label would give. You know what I mean? Because we do come from a small town and everyone knows everyone's business. And I think they were just scared of what the world does to us.
Yeah.
Because even though we've talked about it, we're kind of in this blue bubble. When you go 15 minutes outside of this blue bubble,
Yeah.
it's a completely different story. Like me even just like wearing some of the clothes that I do, and we stopped at a gas station in Alabama, not the same.
Yep.
No.
Like hear me being friendly and carrying my little purse around. I mean,
Yeah, I definitely get more looks if I go into Walmart for the 15 minutes. Like, if
Yeah.
I travel outside, I definitely get some side glances and stuff.
yeah,
too,
for
so.
sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But I love that I loved this conversation because I do like how we've kind of bridged that we are all more alike than we are different. And it's really just how we embrace our differences and what we bring to the table to kind of serve everyone. And I love that. But I do kind of want to get into this because we've kind of touched on it. But like now that our climate has kind of changed with politics and everything, have you all noticed, have you changed yourselves in any way of how you go about things in day-to-day life? Or are you still kind of like, you're just living yourself?
I have definitely, because like I said, like I will run my mouth. I will speak up when I feel like if I've been wronged.
Seen it.
No, you have.
I know.
You have.
Yeah.
So, but now, like, even like with like road rage and stuff, like if somebody cuts me off, like
You're like,
you were in a rush.
Yeah.
There's a fire somewhere. So,
okay.
you know what I mean? So, like, I'm very like intentional about just minding my business, kind of staying to myself and not really like, if I see something that like where I really feel like I should step in to like help, then that's different. But yeah, like I don't like make eye contact with people. Like I just, especially if I'm outside of Nashville.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I drove to Chicago 2 weekends ago or last weekend,
Yeah.
whenever.
Yeah.
And like even then, like I don't stop in like small towns
Nope.
to use the bathroom, to get
Nope.
gas, to do anything. I wait until I get to a major city before I have to stop, or I will hold it, or you know what I mean. Or I just make sure that I don't have to stop in one of these small podunk towns, because I'm by myself. I don't carry, so it's like what am I gonna do? Right. So I'm very intentional about just not creating waves. I'm still gonna be myself
For sure.
Still gonna exist and do what I need to do, but I don't need to interact with anybody. I don't need to pay attention to anybody. I'm minding my own business. Like,
nothing to prove, just getting through.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. What about you?
I would say, like, similar, but obviously different from stopping in small towns. Like, I drive to Illinois to see my family. I'll stop if I need to because I gotta go. And there's this one strag of land that if you don't stop, you better have gas. You are not gonna be able to stop. So for me, while I do see the eyes, I'm like, I'm existing. I'm gonna still show up because at the end of the day, like, I'm stopping really quickly. I do my business and leave and mind my own business.
Yeah.
It's nice because when I go actually hiking with Leah, we'll go to these really podunky towns, and we have some pretty good experiences actually. Like, they're very friendly. We're supporting local businesses. We'll stop at a local bakery, things like that when we go hiking. So it's been a nice breath of fresh air. But I still, I still have my head on a swivel, I guess. And I think also in general, I think as women, we're trained to that from a young age anyway. So it's already been ingrained in my brain for that. But yeah, I think I'll still stop. I just will do my business and leave. And that's kind of...
So you'll know this because of the way that I have to go home. I have to go through Vienna.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And so since it's close to the interstate, if I really need to, I will always stop at that gas station, but I will not stop at anything in between my hometown and that. And because
we stayed at a cabin in Vienna.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
It's wild.
It was wild.
It's like tractors are driving on like the 2-lane road.
Yeah.
It's very, and like every time I get to that gas station, there's always like, no matter what, like if I choose to stop, there's always like a truck full of men that get out at the same time. And I'm like,
gosh.
But now that I have Ollie, I can take him to the bathroom and do all that. So they see an 85-pound dog. They're they just like look and go on. But it's still, I get what you're like, you have to be cautious. But I hate it at the same time. Because it's like, I really don't pay people any mind. I'm just in to do my business and do what I want. But it's so weird that we have to constantly be inside our head I have to kind of like think, okay, don't walk too, like just walk, be yourself, but don't walk too,
you have to kind of change yourself.
Yeah,
just
don't
a
swivel
little
your booty a little too much. We're not trying to
Yeah.
impress these men, honey. They live on a farm.
You never know.
They've
seen prettier bovines. Let me just say that.
Well, you mentioned like road rage even because I have to watch that, but more it's like, do I want to put that energy in that fight? Like I've been trying to like woosah a little more as I've gotten older. It's like you're saying like, is it worth my energy to worry about being cut off? Because why is it going to ruin my day?
Right.
Or like this person saying that, I'm just going to walk away because you're not worth my time. I'm not going to educate you. Sounds like you're not going to change your mind. I'm not going to waste the energy.
For sure.
It's like...
I laugh.
I know. I always blow them a kiss as they go by if they get on. I'm like...
I give them like a...
Yes. I'll wave, but...
Hey.
But people do get shot over road rage. Like, we
I
have
know.
some news reports
They have.
over it, so I mean, it's
right here
serious.
in Nashville.
It's wild. Kind of wrapping up this portion of our conversation and all of that, but what is advice that you would give to younger lesbians? Maybe you wish you would have been given, or now that you are older and been in the community, what is advice that you would give to younger lesbians? And you could take a minute to think, but I think it's important that we educate the youth.
Don't date your friends. No,
Don't fuck your friends.
yeah, right. I mean, that's maybe like there was one friend group that happened with, but I think like find your people, join the clubs, be open to meeting people. I mean, not dating your friends is kind of a true thing because is she just a friend or is she interested kind of thing is weird in lesbian land, I think. And probably with you all too. But
Is she just being nice or is she flirting?
Yeah, exactly. Does she really like me? But I would say like get involved, join the groups, find people if you're first moving here to find your friends. You'll find your community better that way. Going to bars, it's a little more complicated, I think. So like if you join Hot Mess, you automatically are on this team, and there's like the teams you can just join as what was it called? The
Free agent.
Free agent, yes, there you go. And then you get put on this team and you make friends that way. So it's just, I would say, younger me, hey, go join the clubs, go to other spaces besides Lipstick, because fun stories, when I first walked into Lipstick, it was mostly gay men and some older lesbians. Like, it really wasn't until 2020 the Lesbian Bar Project happened.
Yeah,
so,
and they started coming back out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because we're all divorced now.
Yeah, right?
Thank you, COVID.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
We were all shacked up.
Oh my gosh.
I think mine would be, like, just don't have any, like, just no expectations. Like, if you're, like, when you go out with, like, the spirit of, like, I want to be amongst friends. Like, I just want to, like, meet people. I want to hang out. Like, if you, like, start getting it in your head, like, I need to meet somebody. Like, I need to find someone. Like, you're like, on this mission to find your next wife or girlfriend even.
Yeah.
Like, that's, you know, that's very stressful, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and honestly, the best people that I've met were, like, you know, and I'm very, like, transparent about, like, I'm not really, like, in a dating mode. Like, you know, I'm cool to just hang out. Like, if you just want to, like, just chill, you know, whatever. Like, I'm not in that. But I, like, at first, like, I had all these expectations of, like, oh, I gotta find a girl, like, I gotta find somebody, like, I need someone, like, my friends have girlfriends, I need a girlfriend, and blah, blah, but then I'm like, that's not where I am in my life. Like, I do not need a girlfriend. Like, I just had a fucking wife. Like, I'm good, you know what I mean? So, just, you know, just lower your expectations and just go out with the hope that you're gonna just meet a bunch of new people.
Yeah.
Just enjoy yourself.
Just make friends.
Yeah.
I agree with that so
Do you
much,
think
though.
we race to those relationships because it's kind of still we're underneath the heteronormative umbrella of and we've had this conversation before because we know that, you know, like with, like, I feel like with queer people, we don't have a lot of examples of what queer relationships actually look like. And so I feel like we constantly try to model ourselves after the heteronormative. And so I feel like that's why a lot of these younger ones want to rush into relationships instead of just enjoying time with people. Because, like, oh, go for it.
I was just going to say, I also think that it's not just necessarily a queer thing, yes, but I think it's just a generational thing. If you look at movies and television, relationship of the romantic sorts always happen very quickly. They bump to each other onto the sidewalk, and then all of a sudden they're in love and they're, like, you know, married the next day. It seems like everything seems to happen so fast, and I think it's just a generational thing that we feel this societal pressure to, you know, just find the one.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, when I first came out, because it was so, not so late in life, but when I was 28, I kind of wanted to find that because I wanted to figure out. First, I was like, okay, my goal is just to sleep with a girl and figure that out, and I did. And now I'm like, oh, I want to meet the person now because I won't say wasted, but I did. Those 28 years, I'm like, oh, I could have been dating around. And when you first come out, I joke, but this is more like you're almost in high school again, and, like, you basically are wanting to meet people and wanting to date, and then you finally figured yourself out and you're comfortable. So I think that's, like, why I agree with your advice 100%. Like, just going out to meet people, it's hard to dampen that, oh, I just came out, I want to find my person.
Yeah. Is there anything that we left out that you wish we would have talked about within the lesbian community, queer community, or do you think we kind of summed it up in a pretty little box?
Summed it up.
I think so,
All right.
yeah. I think it's good.
Well, on that note, lovelies, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Wow.
Bye.
Kisses!
And it's time for our Showgirl Showcase of the week. This week's Showgirl Showcase is none other than Donna Savon. Donna Savon is a 26-year-old. She's our new favorite wrestling diva of Nashville, Tennessee. Her drag journey started a little over 6 years ago as a shy little gay boy that did his makeup in the bathroom while his conservative dad was asleep. Unfortunately, she didn't gain the courage to actually start performing until about a year and a half ago. But now, she'd like to think she's somewhat of a superstar. She is best known for having very sickening costumes, which she paid a lot of money for. She can't do the splits, she can't do stunts, but she knows how to make an audience fall in love with her. She draws a lot of inspiration from her professional wrestling and pop culture references. Her drag name is a combination of Donna from That 70s Show and her favorite twink, Troye Sivan. You probably now recognize her from Sissy Cycle 8, where she made it to the top 4 of the competition. She didn't win, but she would say she became a fan favorite, and she is very excited to show all of Nashville the star that is Donna Savon. Blush. Next question. And that's been our Showgirl Showcase of the week. And we're back. Hi, sister.
We gotta stop doing this.
I
What is
know.
this sheester thing that we've been doing?
Sheester.
We've done it for the last
I
3
know.
episodes. I feel
I think
like
I've just... There it is.
I'm just gonna be like, "Hey, lady."
Hey, ladykins. My God. You okay?
I used to be a dancer.
Oh my gosh. Well, welcome back. How was your break?
It was good. How about yours?
Good. Mine was fantastic. And we have our 2 lovely lesbians here. We took them off the shelf, put them down.
And not just for a home repair.
No. For advice.
For advice.
Yes. So we are going to get into your favorite segment.
Mm-hmm.
Are
And that
you
would be what?
Petty Confessions.
Ooh,
Here.
you were off key, baby.
I wasn't.
Yes, you were. Honey, you was pitchy.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Here at the Loose Lips and Lipstick Studios,
Yes.
we do petty confessions. And what we're going to do, ladies, is we're going to read some petty confessions and then we're going to weigh in. Would we do it? Would we not do it? How petty is it? Do you know it to be pettier? What can we do? All right?
Yeah.
So let's get into our petty confessions. And I'm going to start today by saying, I completely ended a talking stage because this chick bought this massive oversized truck and had absolutely zero clue how to parallel park it. Honey, I refuse to spend my weekend standing out on the Nashville streets guiding her into parking spaces like a runway marshaller.
Girl, what? You know what, though? I kind of don't blame this person because I definitely would do the same thing. Also, did this person buy the truck to impress you? Because if
Oh.
so, it did the exact opposite effect.
It did.
My thing is, if you're going to buy a truck, which I, true lesbian form, owned one, and I knew how to park it, but if you don't know how to drive the vehicle, I think that's a big ick in general
Yeah.
for me. It's like, if you're going to buy it, learn it, or at least practice before you take her out in it, you know? So get a Waymo instead. I don't know. It's like,
Not a Waymo.
Oh my
Girl, you better lift everywhere, baby.
Oh my gosh. So you would leave it.
Yeah, I don't
You
think
would-
that's petty at all.
Yeah.
That's an ick.
You said, ugh, gross.
Not
You-
petty at all.
You wouldn't stand out there and
No.
direct
I'm not.
traffic?
Mm-mm.
Like, I get when it's a tight spot and I need some help. Like, that's every once in a while. But
Oh, a
like,
tight spot.
Yes.
Ooh.
Haven't been in one of those in a minute.
Same.
Wah, 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 wah.
Ooh, soundboard. That's a new thing.
So if anybody's listening, damn it.
She's single.
Yeah. Basically, if you can't drive a truck, however, I would love to drive a big truck. Could you see me getting out of a truck?
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
First.
My husband is from like Arizona, Texas, so he's all about the big trucks, you know. And so I'm not fond to driving them. I think they're aesthetically wonderful, and I would like to try it. However, I went to the damn dealership and I bought me a truck instead. It's a little bitty truck. Okay,
It's like a baby. It's like
I-
a micro machine.
I don't have a truck. I have a truck.
Yeah, I had a Tacoma, so that's a smaller model.
Not a
So
Taco
it's like-
Mom.
Yes, taco, baby. So
Taco
No
Mom.
one has a Subaru?
I have a Subaru now.
I
Oh,
bet
you
you
do.
do. I bet you do. She got her hair cut. She said Subaru.
Subaru.
Well, I couldn't afford the Tacoma anymore with my bartending. So it's just like, they're expensive.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we would all just leave this chick
Yeah, I
high
would
and
leave
dry.
it.
We
I don't-
gotta go.
I don't think that's petty at all.
What's yours, Diane?
Mine is I once started a mild, completely fabricated argument right before a road trip just so I would have an excuse to put my headphones in and not have to talk or share DJ privileges for hours.
Oh my god. Kate's over here like, shook.
Who's this from? This sounds awfully familiar.
We do not reveal our sources
Until after
until
it's
after
over.
it's over.
Would I do this? Depends on what mood he's in. Like if he's just funky and crappy, like if RJ just woke up crumpy and just before a road trip, fuck yeah, I'm doing it because I don't want to hear your fucking mouth the whole time. Period.
Oh my gosh.
Also, I might want to listen to Kylie Minogue, and you want to listen to like George Strait, and that's just not on my bingo card for the day. You know, so yeah, I would do this in a heartbeat.
Okay. What about you, Keisha?
I'd probably do it, but honestly, like, if I wanted to just listen to my headphones or like not talk, I would just do it.
I mean, same, absolutely same.
You're like, I'm not talking to
like,
any
you know
of you.
what? I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I don't think I would do this because I enjoy being in the car and like I don't mind them DJing. Actually, I would rather them do that so I don't have to stress about what music to play because I am a big Spotify on my liked playlist and just skip songs and I don't have dedicated playlists. So if someone else wants to take that over, I'm fine with it. But being in the car so long and having that energy in there, I'm a person, if we get an argument, I'd rather squash it now instead of like letting it fester. I getting the space and like figuring out like but I can't just sit there with the energy too long.
So when you go on like road trips and stuff, would you be the driver?
Yeah, usually I'm the driver.
Okay,
so
see, I'm not, so that's why I would absolutely
See,
do it.
I'm
I'd be
nine
like,
times
you
out
just
of 10.
focus on the road and leave me be.
It's actually weird when I'm not the driver and I don't know what to do. So it's like I don't want to sit on my phone. I want to talk to the person because I enjoy road trips because I drove a lot for work whenever I was traveling. So I enjoy it, but I would definitely want my passenger to like engage.
Okay, so she's the golden retriever.
I feel like I would do this and then forget that I did. Be like, okay, let's talk about it. I'd be like, well,
I would just go to sleep.
Yeah, right?
I fall asleep within like 5 minutes of a road trip.
Yeah.
So I would go to sleep and then wake up and be like, where we at?
I'm just like, I love road trips too. So, I mean, I'm all about like, I love listening to other people's music, except for, this is so funny. We went on a road trip one time and I love this person to death. I love them to death, but like we were going back and forth choosing and they love marching bands and I had to listen to 5 hours of marching bands.
Oh, no.
I said, not anymore, I love you, but not anymore.
I would have them stop on the tallest bridge and I'd jump.
I know, but it was their car and I was like, their rules. And I just 76 trombones. I'm like, good Lord. But yeah, I wouldn't do this. But I love that. And this has been our Petty Confessions. Better.
That was better. Thankfully, you were on key this time. Jesus.
God. Never gonna win. Well, today, girl,
nope,
you know.
Always the runner-up.
Damn. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Well, normally at this section, we would do tips and tricks. But this week, we're going to play a little game called Is This Very Lesbian? So we're going to read different things, and you all are going to tell us if this is very lesbian or not so lesbian. Okay?
Okay.
You have your list?
I have the list.
Okay. The very first one we have is this. Owning a tiny subcompact car, but keeping a massive trunk organizer fully stocked with emergency tools, a picnic blanket, and a complete change of clothes just in case. Is this very lesbian or not so lesbian?
It's very lesbian.
Very, very. I have that in my
I'm
car.
about to
right
say,
now.
that's Kate's
And the back
car
of
right
Subaru.
now.
I jump started a car for I came in one time, but I have the toolkit in there just in case. I don't change of clothes. I don't necessarily have in there, but it definitely like.
What do you mean you don't keep a change of clothes in there for those 48-hour dates you be
Oh
going
my gosh,
on?
I've been on. No, I don't go on those dates anymore. So I'm recovering.
I'm a
I
recovering
mean, I
you all.
definitely have a jacket in the back.
Yeah, I
Okay.
have like a jacket, sweatshirt, and everything. So,
Okay.
and
Oh,
I actually do have a blanket too now. It's like in
Just a
year.
couple cans of food. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know. You never. So we agreed that that's very lesbian.
Yes, and
Very
so the
lesbian.
Girl Scouts, they're always be prepared. That's the.
Oh my God, it
you
just
know,
gets worse and
yes.
worse.
You have to. You never know.
You never know when you want to go on a little hike. I don't know.
I always wanted to be a brownie.
I have an air compressor in the back of my car.
See, I need to get one of those. Actually, that's good.
Because
I'm making a list now over here.
Don't
Like,
want to change a tire.
I look like I ate a couple brownies.
I was telling man that I always wanted to be in brownies because those girls got like snacks. I'm
That's
like,
what you were worried about was the snacks?
Well, yeah, they got to have fun. They were like, "You want to go to Boy Scouts?" I said, "Gross. Who needs to learn how to start a fire? I'll have a man do that for me."
I've actually felt the opposite because I experienced my mom was a Girl Scout leader actually, and I loved Girl Scouts. We stayed together so long because we always wanted to go sell cookies and go on this like skiing trip. That's why we stayed together for so long.
Ski trip and
Yes,
cookies?
and
Damn.
yes, and but then the
must be
Boy
nice.
Scouts, yeah. But then the Boy Scouts would be like out there learning to tie knots and doing all these wilderness things, and they got like archery classes and stuff. It's
I
like
wanted to
what?
do that.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
wanted to-
saying. So like it was very different. I feel like
I begged.
We should start our own scout group and call it Little Lesbians of America.
Little Lesbians of America.
Boy Girl Scouts.
Yeah.
Boy Girl Scouts,
Boy Girl Scouts.
or Lady Boy Scouts.
They
It's
them
like-
scouts. They them scouts.
Yes.
Tomboy Scouts.
Boy Scouts.
Okay.
I love that.
All right, this one says, going to a local coffee shop, making eye contact with the cute barista, and immediately planning your entire winter aesthetic together before your oat milk is even ready.
We were actually just talking about this. So we were talking about the eye contact thing, and I'm not great at it because I get nervous. I turn red, so I don't know if I make the eye contact. But yes, that is very lesbian when you find a crush and then you stalk them online. Basically, they forgot the stalking online part. And
Oh, I'm sure it's on here somewhere.
yeah, it's like, but you basically are like, oh, I wonder, like we could. I think she's really attractive. Oh, I wonder what the future's gonna hold. That's very lesbian. Like planning it out already.
How's the next 10 minutes gonna go?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I love that. This one says, having a meticulous 12-step morning skincare routine that you follow religiously every single day.
I don't think that's
No.
lesbian. I think
No.
that's
I think
just...
that's more gay man.
Yeah.
And that, well, that's
Or
why I
white
would say-
woman.
Yeah, so that's not very lesbian.
I've recently started doing a skincare routine just because I have gotten older and I've found the tips and tricks, but definitely not. I've met some masked lesbians who just like wash
Rub
their,
some dirt in it.
yeah, basically wash their face and maybe not even put lotion on. I'm like, oh,
Okay, hold on.
you're gonna
Don't,
want the under eye
don't
cream
call my
soon.
people out.
I wash my legs in the shower.
I do
See?
too.
I'm just
With
saying.
a rag.
Fighting for my life on. I actually have gloves that are like by the
Ah.
face.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, she's fancy.
Yes,
Fancy.
exfoliation is key.
Okay. What about splitting the bill exactly 50-50 down to the penny on the first date?
No,
That's not
the
lesbian.
That's
person who
not-
asked out, you're buying.
Okay.
See,
That's
that's
like
the
how I
etiquette,
feel.
people.
Yeah.
It's
If
gotten
I ask-
lost.
Yeah. Now, if I ask you to go somewhere, my
Yeah.
intentions are I want you to come. I don't expect you to pay. Like
Yeah.
you might not. It might not be payday for a while. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Shit.
I mean, like, I generally, I found that I'm the one asking out on the date first anyway, so I end up paying, which is fine, but I really think it's attractive when the other person offers to pay and wants to, because in that dynamic, masked lesbians, like, it's like the bill gets handed to you first.
Yeah.
And it's that weird card roulette thing where she's digging through her purse trying to find it, and you're like, oh, I have a wallet, here we go.
You know,
That happens to me all the time because
I
we
was-
just went out to dinner the other night and I gave my card to the server
Yeah.
and he brought Bishop the bill back.
well, and so that's what I was about to say though. Is that like a masculine energy thing, or is it just a dominant energy thing? Because I'm hyper feminine, and so like, but when me and RJ go out, they always bring me the bill. It's almost like they just know that
Mommy
Boss,
Warbucks.
yeah,
I'm that
right.
bitch. You know what I mean?
Well, I think serving, I know that I would basically the person who's like the most vocal at the table, like it's who actually is the one, this isn't right, or like I like being particular or something like that. That's the person that pays. Because I've had it where sometimes that they've given it to the other person because they'll look at her and then she'll be the one kind of saying everything. Not that I don't mean to, but like
Yeah.
sometimes the bill will come out and go to her, but 9 times out of 10 it gets put in front of me. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey,
Okay, so that's not very lesbian.
that's not very lesbian.
Damn.
They said splitting, gross.
No.
No, I can take care of you, girl.
Ooh. You heard that here first.
Aaliyah.
What about knowing the exact birth chart, moon sign, and rising sign of a girl you only have been texting for 48
that's
hours?
Very
Very
lesbian. Oh my god.
And we
Yes.
back, bitch. We back.
Yes.
And we circled back.
Have this literally every time I go
Right.
out, this comes up, and I have to tell people I don't know what time I was born, and I can't find out. Like I don't know what I'm rising, what I'm falling.
Oh, God.
What I'm rising, what I'm falling.
I don't know who's in retrograde. I don't know.
Not who's in retro.
I have.
But-
I
Some
want
lesbian is listening right now being like, she was born at 11:59. I
That's
found it.
Actually,
this bitch must be a Gemini.
I didn't even know what co-star was or the pattern. Those are the things you get. I went on a first date one time, and this was like when I was first coming out, and like she's like, "Do you have co-star the pattern? Let's figure out your signs." Because I knew my zodiac sign already, but like didn't know the rising and moon, and then she got on the app, friended me, and saw how our relationship wouldn't work because they show your compatibility on there.
Right.
It's very that.
Right, like she's out there and read it in front of me. I was like, she's like, "Are you like this? This is kind of crazy." I'm like, "That's just an app. Why are you assuming I'm like this already?"
Yeah.
I wish she was like, "Thank you for having me."
Just like laughed.
It was not positive.
Communication.
Not
Actually, it does
good.
talk about sex and aggression too on there. I'm like,
Girl, that's sexual aggression.
Ooh.
Can I throw my hat in a ring?
What's your rising?
Well,
No, I don't know when I'm rising or falling.
give me a
that
second. I'll
was
show you what's my rising.
That's the title. When are you rising and falling?
When are you rising and falling? Okay. How about this one? Going to a crowded house party and spending the entire evening sitting on the floor petting the host's dog instead of playing instead of talking to the human beings.
That's an autistic lesbian.
Can relate.
Yeah, it's like,
Can relate.
Oh my God.
I think that's pretty lesbian. I don't know if it's very, but it's very, like, when there's a dog in public, I see people like, okay.
Yeah. Would you agree?
Pretty lesbian.
That's
yeah,
pretty
for
lesbian.
sure.
Okay.
All right.
Dang. Buying a brand new house together after dating for 3 solid years.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna say sooner?
Yeah, I thought it was going to be
Hell
sooner. I thought
yeah.
you were going to be like a
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I thought you said it's like 3 months.
Okay, 3
but-
months.
Well,
Yeah.
buying the house part got me because usually you can rent together.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
my thing is, I'm not going to get in a situation where I can't get out of kind of thing. So it's like I would never do that.
Fight or
But
flight.
it is very lesbian. But I think the 3 years kind of made it. That's a long time.
Well, let's assume that they've been together. They've been living together, renting
Okay.
Okay.
up until
That's
they
fair.
decided like, oh, let's buy a house.
Yeah.
That's very lesbian.
So wait, have you ever moved in with anyone?
Yes, I actually bought my house and she moved in with me in
Okay.
East Nashville, but that's the only girl that's ever moved in.
Okay.
Some have moved in on accident where they're between places.
Wait, on
Hey, is this following the 48-hour dates? Like, what is happening
Could you
here?
imagine just showing up with suitcases? I live here now.
I actually,
But it's on accident.
oh no, I've moved, well, because they were changing leases, so I moved with my Tacoma truck, moved their stuff out of their place into mine temporarily, and they'd stay with me, and then they'd move to the new place, but both those relationships, I had to do that, basically ended very quickly when they left.
Oh, I bet.
I bet, yeah.
So-
Okay.
You were no longer useful, I guess.
I still love the word accidental.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
Just
Well-
circumstantial.
Yeah.
It's like-
How soon have you moved in with someone or?
Very soon, after like a couple of months. Like my relationship before the one that brought me here.
Yeah.
We were together for like maybe 6 months.
Okay.
And then she basically lived with me. Like,
I thought I was giving him like 3.
You were being very
No.
gracious.
Well, gay men, honey. The other time they could be like dating for like 9 years and be like, I don't know if I'm ready.
See, well, it's like buying the house was what got me because, I mean, yeah, I've not like moved in with somebody, but we were staying at each other's places like consistently. So that's like for me, that's moving in because you're going to each other's
Yeah.
spaces. But like I said, I haven't actually signed a lease with anybody. I haven't like done all that except for the girl who moved in with me, but she also moved out when she moved out. So
Okay.
I still have my space, so I'm always solid.
Yeah.
No squatters'
So-
rights.
Mm-mm.
I did.
She wanted to
Actually,
go.
I did do this though. When I first moved here, we didn't move in like together right away. I actually like. Well, I'm lying. Yes, I did. Oh my god. No, I did. I stayed with her and her roommate for a month, but the plan was for me to get my own place and for her to stay with her roommate.
Okay.
So after about a month or so, actually even like maybe like 3 weeks, I got my own apartment, and she still stayed there, but she was at my house all the time. So it was like,
yeah.
Kind of like moving in basically. They
Yeah.
have like they have their own drawer. There's
Yeah.
shampoo and conditioner there.
Once the
like-
drawer happens, just know it's over.
yeah, shit was everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like yeah.
get this hair out of my shower.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see. Offering to drive a girl you just met to the airport at 5 a.m. even though she lives 40 minutes away and you're a notoriously late sleeper.
That's very lesbian.
I love how y'all.
That's-
I love how they each make
Yeah.
eye contact with each other and then they just go, yeah, shrug shoulders. That's fair.
Well, because like again, girl, I'll take care of you. I can show up for you. Like I'm trying to like show up. Like I want to be a
I want to
caregiver.
make sure you get to where you need to be.
Yeah.
Like,
That might be just a thing with maybe more masculine Brazilian women. Like I don't
Yeah.
know if like we're not getting the femme perspective really too much here. I guess like because I know you said STEM, but like
Yeah.
that's where I'm like, that's like an act of service kind of
Yeah.
thing. So I'd be like, yeah.
So
of
is
course
that
I
one of your
can.
love languages?
I think for Stevie in love language, it's physical touch and words of
Okay.
affirmation. Like call me pretty. But
Call me pretty.
yes, but I think how I show it is through like gift giving and like doing acts of service. But I
Yes.
also like it's a combination of all of them. But that's definitely something where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna show up for you. I like when people do things for me, but it's hard to ask for help.
Same.
Virgo, same here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay, we have 2 more. This one is adopting a second cat together because your first cat looked lonely during the day.
Lesbian.
100%. A cat or a dog.
Or a
any
dog.
any kind
Any
of animal.
Oh, but the rule of thumb for me is, maybe not rule of thumb, that's an old term, but maybe the rule is whenever you get an animal together, I always establish that my dog is my dog, and then if we're adopting this one, and this is yours. Like, because then when if the breakup happens, then you clear lines, you're not fighting over the cat.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but
That's
that
fair.
is very lesbian though, and a lot of times people don't do that because they're like, we both love him. I was like, no.
Shared custody.
No. That gets messy too. I've heard about people doing that.
It's very messy. I
Ugh.
do this all the time.
Whose
Sweet.
weekend is it for the cat?
We cannot be friends.
Lord. How about spending 4 consecutive hours dissecting the hidden psychological meaning behind a single text message that just said, hey?
We're going on a journey, girls.
I
Lesbian.
mean, was there an exclamation point
Yeah,
behind the
like,
hey?
what's going on
Was
here?
it just a
Girl,
hey?
it
by
just
the
says
side?
hey.
Hey.
What was
says
there
hey.
any text before this?
I don't know.
How long has it been
When
since
did
the
this
last
hey,
text?
when did this hey come in?
Oh my god, the fact that we're doing it live, loud, and in color right here. I'm living.
Because it could be like a hey, I got, and then actually it could be like a hey, you see the hey at the top, and then you open the message, and then there's all this shit at the bottom.
Or there's like, hey, and then you see the little bubbles and they disappear, and you're like, wait, what were they texting?
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's a lot of things.
yeah.
So that's very
Right.
lesbian, yes. Or crafting a reply to that. Do I just say, hey, back, match the energy? Do I ask, hey, what's up? Like,
Hey girl, what's up? Hey. Hi. Do I say hi?
yeah,
Oh my
what do I
gosh.
do? How's your
I
day?
love
What's going
this.
on?
I'm obsessed.
I
Does she
love
like
this.
me or?
See, I think you got 2 overthinkers though too. I
No,
know
but I,
that 'cause
but I
I'm-
really do think like everybody overthinks a lot these
Mhm.
days just because we're just in that world.
Well, and texts are hard to interpret. I personally, maybe this is millennial in me, I like a phone call.
Thank
like,
you.
I like a phone call.
Thank
Same.
you. Just call me and get it over with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Same.
I can do
You can take
a
that.
phone call.
Especially if you need something from me, that nothing irks my fucking nerves more than a hey ...
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Another text message come through. I have a question.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or the
Next
voice
message
text.
comes through.
I like a voice text.
Oh, I hate a voice text because, girl, I hate it. Just
Well-
fucking call me at that point. You're already
yeah.
speaking into your phone. You might as well just say, call the fat girl.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? And then my phone will ring, and then I pick it up and I go, oh, it's the other fat girl.
That's like-
Hello, and then
Yes.
you can just get it off your chest.
Yeah.
True.
And voice memos, like, I'll also, like, zone out during the middle of them because it's too long. I'm like, okay.
Well, and then I have ADHD on top of it,
Same,
so
yeah,
girl,
so it's
who
like-
knows?
I gotta play it again.
I'll be like, hey, I have a quick question. I wanted to ask you, like, oh my god, that dog is walking on its hind
Like,
legs.
yeah, see,
Like,
that's that part.
You know, like,
That's why, like, when I send Van text messages, it'll be 2 days, and she's like, "Hey, girl, I just thought about this." I'm like, "That was 2 days ago."
I do that shit all the time.
I know.
I have
Oh my
messages
gosh.
so far down on my phone that I have. I'm like, ooh.
Oh my gosh. Well, this has been Is It Very Lesbian?
and it seems like it was very
Lots of very. I
lesbian.
learned a lot of new things
I did
today.
too.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
the power of an exclamation point.
Honestly, yes.
Yes, I need punctuation.
Yes.
Comma.
However, comma.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you all for hanging out with us today. It's been a pleasure. Keisha, where can anyone look you up, find you on the socials? What is it?
I'm on Instagram mostly. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is-
Facebook, K Thomas 21018.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. 218.
21018.
Oh, 21018.
That's my daughter's birthday.
Oh my gosh. So you can reach out. Keisha's all around. Say hey. Where can we find you?
Mainly on Instagram. I don't really get on Facebook too much, but if you happen to be a mutual friend, I guess, friend it. But hippie with a fade on Instagram.
Glamour. Love that.
And I've been one of your co-hosts today, Miss Kennedy Ann Scott. You can find me on the socials at Miss MS Kennedy Ann Scott. And if you're feeling generous, you can also send me a Venmo at Miss Kennedy Ann.
And I am Vanity, your other host, and you can catch me across all social media platforms at The Only Vanity. And if you also want to send me money or send me her money, feel free to do so at Vanity-Play on Venmo.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's been such a pleasure. It's time for our lesbians to go build a deck now. So we'll catch you all later.
Wait.
Ooh.
I just thought of it.
What?
If they're here Who's guarding aisle 3 at Home Depot?
The other lesbians on call. We work in shifts.
Yes. I actually had to ask time off for this, so.
We get a allotted PTO hours, so you know.
Got it.
Revolving.
Oh my God. We gotta go.
Bye.
Bye.
Got that ruby red upon your pout. Let all our little secrets out. Got those loose lips speaking fast. A reputation built to last.